Hey friends, welcome to my channel. So today's video again we'll talk about how we can improve our English. So this video will be very short kind of. I will try to make it quick. So after I was talking to my friends and they told me that many of the times we are, as I think I have already discussed in my previous videos, that we are already aware with your grammar and everything, but you lack practice, right? And every time for practice you need to be dependent on someone. So I thought, why don't we do something like this? Maybe if you're not able to come up with any scenario and practice, maybe new words, new scenarios, everything is very old. Okay, I wake up in the morning, something XYZ. So I thought I will give you a couple of scenarios and we will walk through those together. That may help you in uh, in improving your English, right? So I'm planning to have this kind of a series, maybe 5, 6 scenarios in different videos I will provide. You may keep on practicing with me, and the way I have planned it is something like this. So maybe if you like it, give a thumbs up to the video, and let's get started. Okay. So this scenario is very simple, a very basic one, as this is the start of the video. So I have given a kind of format to this, like you've seen, right? I have kept some blanks, कुछ fill-ups हैं जो आपको भरने हैं, कुछ sentences मैंने already provide की, not sentences, कुछ words मैंने provide की हैं, कुछ you have to fill. So this is a kind of fill in the blanks type of game where you will get new sentences, maybe those you have not thought of. Okay, we can talk about this. So this is a generic scenario. Maybe later on we can do some professional scenarios as well, or more, much more difficult, and but this is quite very easy one, just to get a hands on or how it looks like. Okay, so let's get started. So this is it, and I will provide you one sample, but what I have written, like I have thought of, that is one possibility of making these sentences, but you may come up with yours as well. So maybe let's get started with the first one. My day was, which is a blank. So this is, you can say, okay, this is something when you talking to your friend, you're talking to someone and you're explaining them how was your day, but not it's something like I wake up in the morning, I brushed my teeth, something like that. That's a bit different how you can interact with others. So my day was, it can be anything, right? My day was boring, where you didn't do much, so that ends your conversation there. My day was excellent, maybe, okay, there was some competition there and you won that. That is one thing. You went to school, and you, the day, like you had some game period and that was great. You went to college, and in the college it was a fun day, there was some event there. Okay, something like that. So how was your day? So the first question is simple. So I might say my day was pretty good. Why your day was pretty good? Then you have to come up with new sentences, right? So the, what is the attempt here? The attempt is basically to come up with new sentences, to keep on questioning yourself, keep on questioning, okay, what can be next, what can be next, because that you don't have someone right now next to you who will ask you question. That's why you have to ask this question to yourself, so that you can keep the conversation going. I know this will not give you complete exposure the way you will talk to someone else and the confidence boost, but this is really helpful, and I always stress on these kind of activities because this is how I improve my English, right? So I want to share the same thing with others, if this helps, right? So let's go ahead. My day was pretty good. You can come up with excellent, boring, quite okayish, or something, anything like that. Now, why it was like that? For me, I would say it was pretty good because I learned something. What did you learn? I learned how to bake a cake, or maybe I learned how to ride a bike. I learned I learned about cooking. Anything. You can learn about anything, right? So for me, let's say I learned how to bake a cake. That was something which was a new learning for me. Maybe not learned. You could have done something else. Maybe you met someone. I met my old friend. That is one possibility. I met my uncle. Okay, or I went to zoo. You went somewhere. I went to science museum. That's a possibility, right? You can come up, or these are simple sentences. You can come up with quite very difficult ones as well. If you think, okay, you're in intermediate stage and you want to go for advanced, come up with better sentences. But just the only thing is the flow should be there. At least if you're making conversation, it should be a paragraph you're talking about, right? It's not like, okay, just, yeah, my day was good, thank you. It should be. Even this really helps when you go outside and talk to someone, because many of the time when we break conversations like this, that does not give a good impression on other person. So it's always better to whatever reasoning you're providing, it was good bad, to back up with some example. That's always a good practice. अगर आप कुछ भी बोल रहे हो कि ये अच्छा था बुरा था क्यों था, 1 or 2 lines about that is always appreciated anywhere in like normal and professional world as well. So that's just a quick tip from my side. Okay, so now as we were talking, like, okay, I learned how to bake a cake. Now what? I like that, then I want or I need a maybe what do you think? I need to learn more on that. I want cooking sessions. I want to learn more about baking, about cakes. What are the different types of cakes? What are different types of breads? So like this. So the only point is you started from, okay, how was your day? Now you learned how to bake a cake. Now you're coming, okay, I learned how to bake a cake. I want to learn more about that. How to bake a cake. I want to learn more about the breads. What are the different types of bread available? Like how do like what the chefs who completely works and bakes on cakes, how they work, right? The bakeries, anything you can work on that, right? Now I believe I should uh, purchase an oven, or I should buy an oven, a microwave, whatever, right? Now next one is my friends even advised me couple of brand names as well, which are really good, and I can uh, pick up one of those. Right. So now you see, right? That's the flow I was talking about. Now these are the blanks. Maybe you say, okay, this is kind of very restricted way, but this is only just to help you going with the flow. It's not like you have to fill only one sentence. You may fill four, five. The more the sentence, that's the best for you. That's the level of practice that you are getting again and again. Okay, and this is where somewhere you would say, okay, this is one thing. Now lately I started having interest. What could be the other thing you're having interest in? Maybe learning English, improving my communication, or I started having interest in learning music, in learning music instruments. Recently started having interest in cricket. There can be a lot of scenarios possible, and the point is, I'm not sure like this is a very impressive kind of English, but this is very intermediate normal English which you can use in it. After this, let's say if I say lately I have started having interest in music or music instruments, I plan on learning any music instruments, or plan on learning singing something. If you have multiple options, you have multiple options for learning. Okay, I think I should start learning guitar or violin or piano, anything possible, right? Or maybe to end the conversation, there's a possibility in future I opt any of this, maybe cooking or music is any of my profession. Like not necessarily I have to do a 9 to 5 job kind of, right? So maybe I start having more much, and like I start building up interest in this, and in future I pick this any of this as my profession, right? Possibilities there, right? So if we go ahead and see, so this is how like I wrote one paragraph to just for example, like not only listening to see. My day was pretty good. I learned how to bake a cake today. I want to learn more about baking now. I believe I should buy an oven. My friends even advised me some good brands. So this is what their first kind of conversation was, like how it the flow went. Even along with cooking lately, I started having interest in music too. I plan on learning any musical instrument, even maybe in future of any one of these is my profession. Okay, so I'm not sure how much good you think this kind of practice is, but the like it's from my personal experience I would say this kind of exercise is really helpful, because when you don't have someone like nobody has that much time to spend with you, this is kind of exercise you can do anywhere anytime. You can just pick up a scenario, do it. That's the reason I'm just giving these scenarios. I thought this is very generic and this is helpful to build the base. Okay, these are the kind of examples I have provided. You can build any type of sentences, be much more advanced, very basic, or intermediate. If you have any questions or something you want to see, okay, your sentences are correct or not, put those in the comment. We can discuss together or not. Just you have so many resources available online. Just check online whether your sentence is correct or not, right? And this is very beginning, so don't worry. Okay, I'm not able to think about the sentences very fast. Initially, it will take time, but if you keep on practicing, right, I will why just practice one paragraph each day for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, but each day. Don't lose it. In on weekend, you have time. Practice it 3 4 times. That will be really helpful. If there are some questions or you find anything is wrong, do let me know. I will be happy to look into that. Thank you so much.